things.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Neon. You'd think it would be peaceful with all those calm waters and beautiful sunsets. But I can't think of any town that's more stressful. Reunion, Infinity Ltd. And there you were, navigating corporate bureaucracy like a professional. Humanity went to the stars and explored new worlds. And some still ended up sitting at desks all day long. Not sure if I should laugh or cry. Look, I know Neon is going to be Neon, no matter what any of us do about it. But I'm glad you put a stop to that neural amp tech. Nothing good was going to come from that. They could control groups, armies. They could have become a military power. I guess we'll find out if we can trust them if you suddenly start coming after all of us, huh? Oh, you know, just that experimental technology that you got installed in your head. Anyway, not that I care a ton about the internal politics of some ethically dubious megacorp, but... So, Masako, huh? I mean, between her and Ularu Chen, I get it, but you don't trust her, do you? Well, I trust you, and I'm glad the choice was yours and not mine. Anyway, you didn't happen to pick up any investment tips while you were in there? Just kidding. I don't even want to know.
It's good to be out and about. The lives get stuffy sometimes. Of all the places in the galaxy, only Neon can make me feel so damn... oily. And you dealt with its absolute worst. Reunion, Infinity Ltd, all of it. You doing all right? That was a lot. Well, it just makes you human. How come no matter how advanced society gets, we still just can't help coming up with new horrors to inflict on ourselves? Mechs, xeno-warfare, and now this neural amp tech. I swear, it's the worst yet. Thank God you put a stop to it. It's worse, far worse. The other tech is capable of untold destruction, but with the neural amp, they can take away your very body. They can make you do any damn thing they want. I can't think of anything more terrifying. Amen to that. With a piece of work like Reunion, I know there isn't a good person to put in charge. I mean, I guess Masako's better than Ularu Chen, but you just know if violence or being just plain evil was the path of least resistance, then Masako would pick it same as Ularu. You're right. I know you're right. Well, the whole damned affair's over. Thank God.
I have never quite been able to think of New Atlantis as home. Though I suppose I should. While we have been away.
Can I help? Handling those tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must have been difficult. In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with them at all. Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life. The moral ambiguity, the deceit, the avarice. Megacorporations seem to exude a complete disregard for common human decency. It is disgusting. And I'm pleased you recognized that Ryujin almost made a grievous error in judgment. After all, based on your recommendation, they've ceased their work on that disturbing neuroamp technology. You mean other than the fact that it can turn a free-willed human being into a mindless automaton? For you to even ask me that question means you're completely blind to the implications of that horrid device. Why wouldn't I be pleased about your decision? Can you imagine if that technology had fallen into the wrong hands? The awful things you could force people to do. Oh, it's terribly frightening. How about making someone forcibly end their own life? Or worse, pick up a weapon and start shooting at innocent people? Taking control of someone's mind and implanting suggestions is a terrifying prospect of this weapon. Yes, quite. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. Thanks for letting me get that off my mind.
If you ever find yourself with a hotline...
I am glad there is still a reliable source of news
Look
in
in
the
your
settled
eye.
systems, though
What's the scoop?
it often travels
Back to the grind.
significantly slower than light. Every world with living things is a treasure.
Good day, Captain.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before. If you're with List, then I'm the Keeper of the Enlightened. It actually worked. I was wondering if I was just yelling into the void. That message was mine, all right. So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real, but I got a heap load of problems, and I'm willing to pay my share for the help. Sensible. Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me, True, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding, and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out.
So many willing to prey on others for whatever scraps they can get.
If you're trying to convince me that my fellow man is a bitter disappointment, believe me, I'm way ahead of you.
With that outlook, I believe no one is ahead.
The League of Independent Settlers. Good-meaning fools happy to set colonists up in independent space. The promise is freedom. True freedom. If you can fend off all the spacers and pirates the settled systems can throw at you. The Wens and the Bandas are farmers like me. Jacqueline the mayor and her daughter have some mining operation with dreams of hitting it big. I've tried in the past to get us to work together, but you don't join List unless you have a healthy dollop of obstinacy. No arguments here. The Spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite, and I'll open a secure channel, and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational. List set us up with some secure communication satellites. Makes it hard for riffraff to pick us up. Well, in theory. The other families won't respond to communications on open channels. I figure if I didn't risk the distress call, we're all dead anyway. I have. Twice. I took out the old pickup. Last time I tried, I barely made it out alive. They're using the damn satellites as bait. My ship just isn't up for facing spacers. But yours, a whole different animal. It might be I'm getting caught up in the moment, but I actually feel optimistic for once. Thanks.
Been a while since we've had guests.
coast's clear and the sky is calling to us.
This right here is my catnip. Orbit reached.
Time to die.
Damn, their shields are gone. Nice. Target's grab drive is offline. Nice work. The green light is on, which means communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? Now that's a weight off my shoulders. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
Leave no one alive.
You guys get to join the No Shields Club.
Another satellite up. And broadcasting. Lopez to Lumiere. Jacqueline, are you there?
Albin? How the hell? I'm almost glad to hear your voice.
Listen, we need to meet, all of us. These spacers have got us on the ropes.
What sort of game are you playing? We're not going to fall for another of your cons.
No game, no ruse. Times have changed. We need to move on or we'll all be the saddest little footnote in history.
We can meet, but it'll be on my ship.
Fine.
Huh.
I closed the call. So that's good old Jackie. Get to the other families. Hopefully they'll give us a better reception. Lopez to win? Lopez to win. When? When? This does not sound good. When? Please. We may be the 3 families now. I hope the other families are okay. And the sooner we make contact with them, the better.
system is fried.
Nailed their ground drive.
To Banda? Banda, you there? You got the satellites back up? I had help. Big help from a friend. I didn't know you had friends. I'm turning over a new leaf. In that vein, we have to meet all the families. Oh, I bet Jackie's gonna love that. Oh, she was a real peach about it. So she's in? Has to be her ship, but she's in. I'll come over. And Alvin, it's good to hear you. Oh, you're choking me up here. Well, head on over to the rendezvous. And that's the last of them. Stranger, let's meet up on Lemaire's ship. I'll square away payment, but I have a feeling this ain't over and there may be further paying work ahead.
Let's get this over with.
Sails are tight, we're docked.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the Weds. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. And they died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You've scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The Spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made, we need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact, nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here, with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next. We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth. I'll pay you more, much more. If you can help kick the Spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so. You are something else. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when Liz sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. But now we need the Lemaires and the Bandas both, I reckon. Listen, I'm not proud of what I did, but this was my system first. Then Jackie Comes Lately arrives, and maybe it rubbed me wrong, but it's ancient history. We gotta evolve or we're just fuel for the spacers. I wouldn't hold my breath with Jackie. But Band is good folk. Well, hopefully. We need to cooperate now, but also in the future. We need a mutual defense pact. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Band and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Ben and I can muddle through.
Just so you know, Albin is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character. When my crew first arrived, Albin was all charm and eager to deal. It seemed like the start of a fruitful relationship. But quickly it became clear that he was grifting us. Machines we bought broke down, shipments he hauled for us went missing, and help he promised never materialized. I swore I'd never work with him again. Oh, he's lucky I'm not a vengeful woman. Lucky you, then. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm. I may not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain. I mean, if I could trust all parties involved, of course, you're right. That is a good point. Well, that's certainly true. Well, you might have a point. Fine. Let Albin know that I'm willing to try this defense pact for now.
We band together. Not only can we deal with the current problem, but future ones.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact? List is long on ideals, but short on credits and, well, sense. Don't get me wrong, they've got the best of intentions, but intentions alone aren't enough. I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back. If you can get those stubborn mules to work together, really together, they might be able to see the sense of this defense pact going forward. If you say so. Well, the bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
So is a defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. You convinced Jackie? And now I do believe in miracles. How in the hell did you manage that? Wait, words can do that? Like I said, miracles never cease. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call. Expect more than you encountered at the satellites. How much more? Hard to say at this distance. You are a wonder to behold. After you deal with the spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the spacers are based.
Working more closely together is something I've said before from the...
Clamps released. We're free.
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some spacers' chatter.
You did what?
I'm more than just a pretty face. Anyway, there's an old derelict star station the spacers are using as a base. I mean, there's a real outside chance there's a relay or something there, but these spacers aren't the most savvy of customers. I'm telling you, that's where they're holed up. Couldn't say it better myself. There are undoubtedly a lot of spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We need to excise this cancer from our system. Every last one of them.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark? So caution's the word of the day. Got it. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in.
Weapons locked. Destroy him.
They lost their ship. They just got that grab drive.
Look alive! Spacers got reinforcements. More contacts jumping in.
They've got no shields. Go get them. Got this. Yes. Their grab drive is out of commission. Target's grab drive is down.
Everyone, start boarding the star station. It's time to reclaim this system for good.
Excuse me.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle. Beginning combat protocol.
My eyes! Damn it!
Best you can do.
Damn it! That hurt.
Take him out! Down with the spacers!
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. Appears as though a terminal has been connected here. Perhaps they intend to reprogram the robots?
Please wait. Generating suitable greeting. Hello, traveler. Because I do not experience boredom, I accept the elements of tasks.
At least we know your ship is still here.
You picked the wrong fight. Light 'em up! Everything isn't happening!
Another one down! Get me, though! You think that hurt? Foul me off!
It's on!
Come then. Meet your death. I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Last mistake you'll make. Open up all the way!
Reload! Ah!
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but... Hello, love. I am happy to help shoulder the load. I'm sorry to... see you go.
I imagine Galbank must be very aware and very unhappy that this safe has gone missing.
This is the first deep breath I've taken in months. I make no illusions. You did this. And now it's up to us to keep it going. Very diplomatic. It's horseshit, of course. But it sounded nice. The rest of the families and I, well, we chipped in for a reward. I know it's probably a pittance compared to what someone like you makes. But, we're just dirt poor farmers and miners just trying to get by. I think I need to shut up now. Don't want to get... Who the hell knows? We're coming off a victory, so that might buy us a honeymoon period. But maybe it'll last. Damn you. I'm not... Yeah, deep breath. If you ever are in this system, you come back and visit. We'll give you a warm welcome for the ages.
The others may not see it this way, but you saved us all.
I can't believe we actually did it.
I told them I was on the level.
Hello, Captain.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
We're unlatched, free and clear. Another jump down. Take that, Dad.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way.
Hit their engines!
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
kill for a couple...
I know Aquila City rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
Everyone, I get all kinds in here. Take a gander. I'll say right up front that if you're... Feel free to look around.
My favorite person. What have you got for me? Come back to me soon, dearest.
Been up there, huh?
What?
Hello there. So good to see you. Aquila City truly is the jewel of the Freestar Collective. Milena Axelrod? I wished I'd never heard that name again. She's a menace. She punched me in the face. Can you imagine? Why would you want to let her back here? Yes. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, she ran cargo for me for years. I even considered her a friend. But she stabbed me in the back. Well, not literally. But I swore to keep her banned for life. What? Oh, that's terrible. Listen, I feel for the Jansons. If it was just the fisticuffs, I could look the other way. But we caught her smuggling red-handed. She's been blacklisted for good reason. But, legally, if you pay off a bounty, I can't stop her from coming back. But we'll be watching her. Yes. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what the cargo was. It was years ago. But I do remember getting sucker punched. Do me a favor and just drop it, okay?
There wouldn't be a settled systems without the Trade Authority. Listen, no offense, but I'm swamped. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Milena wants back? The Trade Authority always likes facilitating business, but she's got a considerable bounty on her. Captains associated with us can land here. I even have some credentials on hand. And wouldn't you know it, the captain's name is blank. If she had set credentials and put her name on them, well, she couldn't land. But if any other name was in there, any name at all, well, I think that might clear it up. The Trade Authority has a separate arrangement. As long as a hypothetical captain kept a low profile, why she could do business here indefinitely. She should talk with us. We have a lot of common ground. Involved with what? We're just having some idle conversation, which is now, sadly, over.
Something to report?
The finest folk in the settled... If you pay her bounty, then I can't legally keep Milena out of Aquila. You'd go that far for her? Fine. Fine. She can come back. I just hope you don't regret it. I did, last time I trusted her.
We should be on our guard if we venture outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
Every time I feel queasy asking for help, I remember Liv. It's all for her. Milena contacted me. She's making me her official importer. I'm not sure how much it pays, but I'll take it. You have no idea what you've done. I figured it might be something like that. I'll make sure to keep my distance from any of that. I can't wait to tell Simone. This is the first ray of sunshine we've seen in years.
That bank robbery sounded intense. Could have gone down so much worse.
Yes, Aggies. I have spent far too much time here.
Need something to ease the
I
pain.
do
Set
not
you up.
recommend it.
Yeah, something I got back when I was an irresponsible kid. There's a lot of things I'd probably do differently if I had a second chance. But hey, That which doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Okay?
Howdy. If you're here about the blood stain, I'll get to it when I get...
You must be a tourist. A kill of locals no better than to interrupt a man when he's drinking alone. Not really. If you have a job that needs doing, I'll hear you out. That's the only kind of company I'm looking for.
Make your way.
Hello.
Locals can be especially colorful here.
Go easy on Como, okay? Everyone mocks him because he's usually spaced out. But I think deep inside, he's in a lot of pain.
What? Times are tight, you know? Gotta do what you gotta do.
Sure. It's not a life of luxury, but I'm getting by, you know? Kind of. He crashes at my place. But man, he could stay too long. I kind of want to tell him enough is enough. But I don't need that drama in my life right now. Great, I guess. Coma's riding high. As in on drugs. I was trying to put it politely. I mean, I get it. We're in the slums. It's not the first time I've seen that. But with him, it's pretty much every minute he isn't working in the fields. His whole life is just work. Get high and sleep. Tried it already. He won't talk about it. In fact, it just makes him hit the stuff that much harder. The best I can hope for now is that he'll find some way to pull himself out of it. Guess that's just life in the slums. You either survive it or you don't. Hope you have a good day.
Right. There you are. Oh my God. What's going on? You? I can't believe it.
Oh, some lady came through. Never spent a credit I didn't have to. That's what friends are for, right? I'm not asking for handouts. But if you got some extra credits...
If this shift doesn't end soon, my man is not gonna be happy.
Thank you for saving my husband. I was so scared.
If someone calls me a UC piglet one more time, I swear I'm going to punch them in the eye.
I almost forgot what it was like to see Dad smile.
I could watch Liv play for hours.
Just want to do right by my wife.
Might be we could invite the
She
Johnsons
deserves
over.
the best I can give
Credits
her.
can't really buy you happiness.
Hard
Hard work and honest living. That's the way.
Oshtar's sometimes spotted by the
If you
farms.
won't help
That's why we
Marco
only
find a
use
job,
robots
least we
outside the
could do is
walls.
give them a good meal.
Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It mean a lot to me, and to others.
We have trouble looking after our own, much less some UC transplants.
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked, and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others. What do you think I'm doing this for my benefit? I'm doing it because once, a long time ago, I was a guest at the Low House. I was the one who needed saving. Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city, but it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need, and I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on the marvelous attractions of Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza.
I can read the sign.
Welcome, welcome! Let me ask you a simple question, friend. Are you prepared to see something so wondrous and strange that you're sure never to forget it? I'm offering you the chance to see something truly exotic and unique. Now, a small remittance is involved, yes, but if you allow me to explain, I think you'll agree it's a price that's more than fair. With pleasure. We got animals from the deepest, darkest corners of the settled systems. What you'll see will delight and amaze. Just a modest fee, and you can feast your eyes. I envy you, truly, for this opportunity. Absolutely. There's a reason folks around here call me Honest Earl. Step right through this door and take as long as you like perusing the menagerie. Oh, and please don't attempt to feed the creatures. In fact, it's best if you don't touch them either. Of course you can. But can you believe your senses? Creatures great and small from the furthest reaches of the settled systems.
Overall, I really like it here. I think the Freestar Collective suits me.
There's just so much to do in New Atlantis.
Overall, I really like it here. I think the Freestar Collective suits me.
I can't believe we bumped into you.
And here, of all places. I hope you didn't buy a ticket.
Oh, hush. This place is really interesting. You see, honey?
I swear both of you are blind.
The nonprofit I volunteer for had a symposium in Aquila City. They sent me, and a couple of others.
And I get to be your +1. Your mom's not one to toot her own horn, but she's getting to be kind of a big deal. She keeps it up and she'll be running the whole operation in a few years.
Oh, stop. Well, I was just getting bored puttering around the house, so I figured I'd try to do some good. I can't complain. So, what are you doing in Aquila City, sweetie? Is it Constellation business?
Honey, he does more than just work for Constellation.
Well, then why are you here? Oh, you're a ranger and in Constellation. Is there anything you don't do? Well, it was nice bumping into you. I know you must be busy. Love you.
It amazes me that anyone would spend credits on this instead of taking a trip to see real alien life.
Overall, I really like it here. I think the Freestar Collective suits me.
I feel sorry for all the animals.
Honest Earl, that's what folks call me. You know, you don't just get a name like that by accident. If that's your attitude, then please remove yourself from the premises and make way for the other customers.
It'll be nice to see some animals in person.
I know your type. A freewheeling space ace. Must be nice.
If you ever find so many books to read in so little time. Let me see. I'm afraid there's nothing you have that interests me. It's so nice to have a visitor. Take care.
Hey. You should try Filburn's beer. It's
Welcome
brewed
to
in
the
city,
Stoneroot
and
Inn.
It ain't bad.
One of Aquila City's oldest. Enjoy the inn.
Yes? What? Late one
You're
night,
too back,
Annie
I'd care to
Wilcox
drink
tried
with
to
Ron
arrest me
Hope.
for public indecency.
Keeping the inn
running
She'll be a terror when she grows up.
Nice work getting that survey data. It's good to have someone like you helping out the list. Stop it, you. Not while I'm on the clock, anyway. Though I'm always on the clock. Thanks anyway, though. You're too kind. Take it easy.
Okay.
Mayor's
Hello.
alright. Always painting too rosy of a picture, though.
Not many people visit. I wish people could be fixed as easily as robots.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried the Council is going to give away too much in negotiating with the FC.
Keep it moving. Didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes.
It would be a lot more fun if you hadn't
can't
lost
catch
the
me!
ball.
Stranger, come here!
Oh, yeah?
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Nice try. But when I don't want to be seen, I'm like an Ashta in the night. Is it? Or are you just saying that? See? I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official. That's right. She's a senior ranger, which means she's in charge of me and all the other rangers. Well, except Diego, because he's a senior ranger too. Oh, and the marshal. He's in charge of all the rangers. I watch people and listen to them. If I hear something about smuggling or Aurora or gangs, I tell the rangers. It's easy, because no one pays attention to kids. Plus, I know a lot of good hiding places all over the city. I'm the best ranger surveillance assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list. That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open. Because they're dumb. I give security a whole list of crimes and leads, and they barely pay attention anymore. I'm practically doing their job for them. My mother is Senior Ranger Emma Wilcox, and she said that I am a Ranger Surveillance Assistant. Ask her yourself. Certainly. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed, and he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I couldn't prove anything, but the suspect was acting all sorts of funny. He was trying to make sure no one could see him. My mom says you have to listen to your gut in this business. I just know he's a thief. Exactly! This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, but like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. We did all the things. Crime scene investigated, witnesses interviewed, and suspect tailed.
Very thorough and quite impressive.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here. You're doing Aquila City a big service. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
I just know Annie's gonna be a ranger one day, just like her mom.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Stay safe out there.
I don't want any of this passive-aggressive crap. Has started making real robots.
I need to get something off my chest.
You might want to rethink that.
Be careful if you run into those eclectic jerks. Abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, ones left over from the fallen.
It's getting pretty late. What time is it?
It's me.
was supposed to be an easy job. What? Shit. Yeah? I won't. Oh, God. This can't be happening. Oh, God, no. Security. I'm so screwed.
Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this? I kind of always thought she was a pest. But now, I got her from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the 3-star model.
Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked.
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right? Right? I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right? Well, Annie's been giving me reports on her patrols for years. This is the first time anything, well, real may have come of it. Oh boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
Next time, security is gonna take me seriously.
Got to admit, I'm impressed how fast you made full ranger.
We got a lot of bars in the city. All class
Well, hey there.
joints. Well,
That's
except
it then?
Maggie's.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
You know, there's nothing wrong with ready.
you that newcomer who saved Mr. Crowley? He owes you a beer. Heck, a whole keg.
If you've got what it takes, Trackers Alliance is always offering work. You must fancy yourself a bounty hunter if you're coming to speak with me. If you think you can hack taking down wanted criminals for pay, the Trackers Alliance posted the mission boards like the one you'll find at the hitching post. We're a collection of bounty hunters. We track down wanted criminals and the like. Various organizations and individuals pay us to manage these jobs, and we pay members and freelancers who collect the bounties. I haven't been in the game for a while. These days, I'm more on the admin side of things, finding new recruits, dealing with freelancers, etc. But the wildest bounty I had was for a guy who smuggled several tons of Aurora off of Neon. I was hired by Benjamin Bayou himself. Simple, or so I thought. Tracked the mark across the settled systems, only to find out it was a diversion, and the guy was actually still on Volite Alpha. Built himself a little floating base using scrap crafts out in the deep waters. Swam out a ways to reach him without alerting him to my presence. When I found the guy, he was so blitzed on his own supply that he went willingly. Thought I was an angel, leading him to the promised land, instead of directly to the local authorities. Show no mercy, leave no quarter.
Excuse me, is your ship in need of a doctor? Or a botanist? I might be able to help. Oh. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Advised. You are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis. used to be an actuary. Now
My source is back. You talk and get paid. I spread the news. It's a classic. Hope to see you again.